Welcome back, y'all, to Jay's Mycology. And for today, we got to do corn, y'all. It's that time. There's the Mo. He's just chilling out, being a good boy. Woody's been in the back underneath the Mycology stuff in his kennel. So, we got to do corn today. And so, what you're going to need is... Okay, y'all, so a few of the items you're going to need is you're going to need your corn. You need your coffee ground jars, but you're not going to need them till later. You're also going to need strainers, a bigger one than this if you plan on doing 2 bags, and a big, I think this is a 24-quart steam pot, which I do everything with. Okay, so how to begin this process. It's already going, as you guys can see, it's heating up. So what you're basically going to do is you're going to get this water somewhat warmish, because I mean it's 20-some degrees when I woke up this morning, so it is a tad cold. So the water's going to take a minute to warm up. So for 2 bags of this yellow corn, I add 1 gallon of water. And then, let's see how it is. It's getting warm. Hold on a second and I'll add the corn. So as you can see, I did add the corn. Here's my bloop coffee grounds. And you're also going to need a spoon so you can stir this all up. The water is getting warm. So what I do is I just bring it to a really good boil at first. And once I hear it start to boil and stuff, I turn it down to a low boil, high simmer is what I like to do. And I'll show you that when we get there. But at the moment, it'll take about a half hour. And then you do that for 1 hour. So set your timer for 1 hour once it starts to simmer or boil. A slow boil or a high simmer. We'll just use a high simmer. Once it starts to do that high simmer, then you set your 1 hour timer, run that, and then that's when you use your strainers, and then you got to let it sit for an hour. Okay, so I did start the timer. This is what you're looking for. I'll steam out of here first. So that's kind of hard to see. See that in there? That's basically what you're looking for. Not a rolling boil, but yeah. So after you do your 1 hour of steaming, you want to take it and dump it into a strainer like this. Now, I split it up into another strainer to help it just dry a little faster so I don't use up a whole bunch of time. And then about every half hour, 15, I just stir it. But anyways, it's been sitting here for about an hour. Your jars, go ahead and clean the tops of your jars just in case there's a little bit of dust or anything. Try not to hit the filters though. Here in a second, we will fill the jars full of corn. I got 5 jars out, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. So how I check the corn to see if it's decently good to go is I stir it real quick, grab a couple corn kernels, and dump them onto some toilet paper, and put them on toilet paper. I let them sit there for a few minutes, and if I move them and the spot that they were on is not wet, then they go into jars. If it has a little bit of moisture, then they sit for another half hour. So we're going to wait a couple minutes. So it's been a little longer than a few minutes, so we're just going to see. I don't see anything. Still don't see anything, so we're good. So now we put it in the jars. So I don't have my bipods. I don't know what I did with them. I can't find them. So give me a second and I'll show you what they look like when they're in jars. So as you all can see, the jars are right here. Came out to 5-quart jars and 2 8-ounce jars, and they're all filled the same about to that. Then they go into this, and then I kick this sucker and I boil the hell out of this thing for about 2.5 hours. I let it sit overnight, and then I'll show you guys what happens at that point. But at this point, we got to put these into that and then turn it on. So once all the jars are in there, you kick it on and then bring it to a boil, and then I'll show you what to do at that point. So at this time, we're just waiting for the steam pot to heat up. It takes about a half hour for it to start to boil on high. So I just go ahead and put the timer on 2.5 hours and just let it go pretty much the whole time. Oh, I know you go, boy. And it's pretty much that simple, guys. Sorry I didn't have this all on bipods and all that, but I want to do something a little different. I hate doing the bipods all the time. Besides that, I'll continue this video. I just thought I'd interrupt. Anyways, back to the video. So after your 2 hours, you turn it off and you let it sit here. And I let it sit all overnight, at least 12 hours. Then, after that, I wake up in the morning and I pull the jars out and I stick them into my corn chamber. And then twice a day I get in there and I shake them around and rotate the jars around so that the corn can mix. If y'all have a question, leave a comment. And please go check out my merch at jaysmycology.myshopify.com. Please not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And please, have a great day. See y'all in the next one.